Yeah. Shiny. Yeah. Stupid. Blue. What's up peeps, Sunny here, and I'm switching to Apple. It's about time that I upgraded my phone. This time around, I went ahead and I picked up the iPhone 10. This is the 64GB version because I just can't justify spending an extra $160 for something I'm not going to take advantage of, but more importantly, this is my first iPhone. It's currently running the 11.2 update with big additions like Apple Pay Cash, which is sort of like Venmo, but this allows you to transfer money to people that you know right in iMessage.
And of course, when you send it, you authenticate securely with Touch ID.
The update also increases the wireless charging wattage for the iPhone 10 by 50% and addresses a couple bugs like the eye bug that had everyone freaked out. That was patched in the 11.1.1 update, and more recently the local notification crash bug marked for December 2nd, and of course, the it bug. Honestly, Apple is really dropping the ball with iOS 11. Even with the 11.2 update, there's people complaining about unusual battery consumption. But all I have to say is to stay up to date with the latest firmware if you already made the jump to iOS 11 and even High Sierra for macOS. Speaking of which, make sure you restart your MacBook after installing the update to ensure you don't undo the iron root patch. Now, I will be doing a full review video on the iPhone 10, so be on the lookout for that, but I've only ever owned Android devices, so that's just going to be my perspective on that. Personally, when it comes to technology, I mainly care about how I can use it to make my life easier than just having a name brand. It's about how I consume things, how I socialize, but more importantly, it's how I work and what other product Apple's lineup to try than their flagship model iPhone. I gotta say, with the time that I spent with the iPhone 10, I'm pretty impressed. Everything for me has been painless, I haven't been affected by any of the bugs. I thought the notch would have bothered me, but it hasn't, and I quickly became adjusted to the way the phone works. In fact, here's a couple tips for using the iPhone 10. Instead of swiping up from the bottom and holding for a few seconds to switch between apps, swipe off to the side. It's much quicker this way. Switch back to the most recent app, simply swipe across the bottom. And to make reaching the top portion of the screen easier, go into Settings, General, Accessibility, Reachability. Now you can swipe down from the bottom edge of the screen to reach everything one-handed. In the same Settings menu, you can turn on Assistive Touch to create a virtual home button should you be missing it, but really you can map any function to it. To take screenshots, press the side button and the volume up button once. You'll get an image at 18:9 ratio. It's a bit awkward, so if you want to post an image to social media or the like, head into Settings, Camera, Formats, Most Compatible, and you should be able to get those less awkward screenshots. But keep in mind, this format takes up more space on your device than most efficient would. Anyhow, if you're interested at all by what I think about the iPhone 10, subscribe and be sure to ring the dinner bell to be notified when I drop the video. I'm Sunny, that's my word, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.